What community do you live in?
Grand Rapids.
Same.
Wonderful. Okay, just a question. What do you think of the housing market right now?
Seems pretty crazy.
Crazy expensive. We're very fortunate. We bought our house 10 years ago when prices were cheap, but I feel bad for people trying to buy a house nowadays or trying to get in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the legislature right now, the House just passed something called House Bill 4722, which says that communities must allow up to 30% of their housing stock to be converted to short-term rentals. So that means that up to 30% of the housing stock can be a short-term rental or an Airbnb or a VRBO. We happen to think that's really bad for regular people who want to buy a house as a long-term renter or who want to just afford shelter. My question to you is, what percentage of your neighborhood's housing stock do you think is right for vacationers versus residents who live there full-time?
Maybe like 5% vacation.
Yeah.
5 or 10, 10% max, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think would happen to the housing market if there was this new for sale sign on houses to be short-term rentals or hotels next door? What would happen to regular people trying to buy a house or rent?
Yeah, I think there would be less houses available for people who currently live in the neighborhood now. I think prices would go up. Rent especially, I think, would go up. Yeah. I think housing prices could go up. I don't know if that would be a bad thing for some of the owners in the area, but definitely for renters, I would see it being a negative impact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the question for those owners, where are they going to go?
Yeah.
You sell your house, where are you going to buy?
Right.
Yeah.
My last question, who do you think most benefits from a scenario where houses can more easily be turned into vacation rentals?
I think it would be fine if one or two houses, a house on the block was, but you wouldn't want everybody. You'd want primarily long-term people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Well, thank you. That's it.
Great.